On average, 20 people a day in Scotland will lose their homes this year, and a BBC Scotland investigation has found that people living north of the border could be more vulnerable to repossession than those in the rest of the UK. Jackie Bird reports.
Ian Angus, back at the family home in Airdrie, where he lived for 40 years. Northern Rock repossessed his house in June, but if Ian lived in England, he might still live here. He wanted to get on the Scottish Government's mortgage to rent scheme, where he could sell his home to a housing association and rent it back. But when a problem with paperwork cropped up, the state-owned bank immediately started eviction proceedings.
When they said they were going to repossess the house, I was advised to take them to court to stop the action, but it would cost me money. And as far as I know, the initial payment would be in the region of £700–800, which I didn't have.
In England, Ian Angus would have qualified for free on-the-day legal representation. This could have earned him vital extra time. Our investigation also found a new court system which forces lenders to negotiate with borrowers has halved the number of repossession cases going through courts south of the border. This system, called the Pre-Action Court Protocol, is not available in Scotland. This means lenders could take Scottish homeowners to court more quickly. I took our findings to Deputy First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, who's responsible for housing matters.
I simply don't accept the proposition that homeowners in Scotland are any more vulnerable to repossession than homeowners in other parts of the UK.
Ian Angus's house was sold by Northern Rock for £21,000 less than he would have got from the mortgage to rent scheme. It's a shortfall he's now responsible for. Northern Rock declined to be interviewed on the programme, but said repossession remains a last resort. Ian and his wife Imelda now live with his elderly mother.
Imelda, she was absolutely devastated, crying, that upset. She even tried to commit suicide.
And you can see more on that in Repossession, Repossession, Repossession tonight on BBC One Scotland at 10:45.